going on YouTube? It's your boy 3MinutGame here. So the fuckery continues. Now, this is my thing, and I think this is the this is making me think of Philly in a more negative way as far as who holds down Philly, because this shit just don't make sense. I feel like this is some Barbie dollhouse type of fucking, oh, you got my Ken doll, give me it back, like type of shit. This shit is stupid as fuck. So I mean, on Vlad TV, there's an interview with AR Rab, and he's speaking about Meek Mill's shit. And the thing is, because Meek Mill's dropped this fucking long ass post on Instagram, I believe, in which proves that he needs to go back to school because it sounded fucking retarded. For being a rapper with millions, I would rather hear Floyd Mayweather speak and not learn and not know how to read, rather than to actually read something that doesn't make any sense to me. Because I honestly stuttered like 14 times. I couldn't pronounce some words. It wasn't making any sense. And it's not even like you use Twitter where you're only limited to like 150 characters. No, motherfucker, you actually have unlimited characters on Instagram, and you couldn't even spell words right and make actual sentences. You actually need word check on. Okay, so aside from that, this interview just really proves and shows me, like, yo, AR, like, for claiming that you're the toughest goon out here in OBH or in Philly, you really make yourself look like, how can I say this? A bitch? Like, there's no other way for me to say it. Like, I know goons that when they got beef, even if there's a misunderstanding, if there's beef, this shit is going down. Period. Perfect example. They claim that Biggie set up Pac when Pac got shot in a thing. Pac never let that shit ride. That's it. Shit was over from that. From that point on, it did not fucking matter. So I'm like, all right, hearing what he was saying, and the interviewers, they were like, how do you feel about this? And he goes, man, I know Meek Mill really didn't want no problems. I mean, we know how it is. And what the fuck you mean? We know how it, like, all that you're saying don't make any sense, because if you a real goon, that shit don't matter. The nigga said, fuck AR Rab and all these pussy niggas, this and that. Period. You drop one diss track on this nigga or two, and then you had Dark Low drop a diss track because O'Malley had dropped one. So all that goes to shit. Like, I know this reminds me of the movie American Me, and I say Rab relax because in American Me, if you guys remember he came out being a goon, the main guy, and at the end he slowed down with all that goonery shit, and next thing you know, fucking his own people turned his back on him because they were about that, and he kind of was switching. So I'm thinking, like, yo, AR, if your niggas is real, soon they're gonna just turn their back on you, or maybe even slaughter you, just because of the fact that you're holding them back from some real shit that they about. And it almost seems like you're claiming that you're about that, but to be like, nah, man, and like to really go back and forth, like it sounds like some high school shit. Like, he's my boy, man. I mean, Meek Mill, I mean, we knew each other for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So I knew what it was. If you knew what it was, you wouldn't have made a diss track talking about all this shit, or crying on the diss track and then had Dark Low make a diss track. All that would have been nothing, because you could have just simply just hit up Meek like, yo, son, what was this about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally made a diss track. So what do you mean? Like, so then that means, were you about the publicity? That's some fuckboy shit. Like, that's corny. But honestly, like, even on Vlad, they mentioned Meek's fucking thing. And I said it before, Meek tried to play the victim. He tried to play the victim. Meanwhile, this nigga started it. But AR Rab, honestly, he just lost a tremendous amount of respect from me. Only because I'm thinking, like, all right, he's about it. And I'm like, why is this sounding like now he can turn around and be like he's cool with him? Like, what is that doing? Like, you have Philly niggas making videos on your back, like showing that, they got your back. And you're just making all these dudes look bad because the way you're coming out, trying to defend Meek in this situation now, and trying to switch it up and trying to say, like, I understand, there was a big misunderstanding. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with trying to, clean shit up, whatever. But because specifically with you, you're going back and forth with Drake and Meek, we got to call it how we see it. And then to really go in and then to be like, nah, I knew he didn't want no problems. It wasn't really like that. What do you mean it wasn't really like that, my nigga? Yes, it was. I thought you said all that shit because you were serious. Now you're saying, nah, I wouldn't do nothing to him because, and then he came out and said, and the reason why it feels like that, because, Philly ain't got nobody, he's all that Philly got. What the fuck you mean he's all that Philly got? Aren't you supposed to be that nigga in Philly? Why are you really trying to say that Meek Mill's the one who holds down Philly? That's sad coming from you, bruh. I don't know. Like that. This interview doesn't make any sense to me. Like it just, honestly, that's it. I don't even want to listen to ARAB's music. I know Drake wishes that he could just edit that part out. He about to make the DJ just, you know, spin the shit right on his name. And what's crazy is he's trying to defend him, saying like, you know, he speaks all this, but we all know that he's not like that. You know, he used to be in the hood. They knew him growing up. Like that don't matter in the hood, like Brownsville. You can grow up whatever, or even Chirac. The minute you come out your mouth, when you come back to the hood, that shit is over for you, my G. Like, that's it. So you're giving these dudes leeway. I'm not saying take out Meek. That's not what I'm saying. But just for the fact that you went in with all this hard shit and to really turn it around, like, y'all besties, like, if you become cool with Meek Mills after this, then I'm going to have to tip my hat to Meek Mill, because that nigga said, fuck you on stage. You know what I'm saying? No Vaseline. And then to go back and bring up Cass, because wasn't some shit going down with you and Cass, and then all of a sudden, then you bring him up in your track, and, you know, you try to highlight him a bit, and then in this shit, you're trying to say, you know, Cassidy wasn't even that hard, he wasn't really from the street. Like, where you cut, like, bruh, I'm done, bruh. Like, you just look like a straight bitch. Like, that's the thing, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't like, I was like, damn, we got some real hood niggas out here. Like, because I saw a music video, you was wearing a Champion hoodie and a Gucci belt, I thought you was a hood nigga. Because who wears that? Like, literally, I wouldn't go out wearing a Champion hoodie with a Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying? And some baggy jeans. So I'm thinking, like, yeah, my nigga from the hood. But to see the shit you pull, bruh, really? I don't know. I'm mad disappointed. Like, that shit just look like some back and forth, get off my pony, My Little Pony type of shit. I don't like it. Look like some fucking Skonex or some MySpace fucking beef. Like, this shit is stupid now. Then he's like, you know, Meek is that type of dude, man. He is that type. No, he ain't. He ain't no fucking dude. He's a fucking female with a mustache. That's all I gotta say. I'm out of here. This stupid ass beef. It's your boy 3MG. Peace.